All right, now we're here. We're here. We're here. Let me just find myself here. Too many videos. Thank you so much for coming. All right, now. Oh, so welcome in. I see some people. Thank you so much for. I had a little bit of a delay. I just wanted to make sure I was good. Just weird stuff happens. I'm telling you, weird stuff happens. And one thing I do want to play. Here we are. Let me show this. Okay, so that's what that trying to like work myself up here. Okay, we're here. So welcome in. It's a Monday motivation or motivation Monday with I Bring It Every Day. But I just wanted to throw that little clip in because I needed a little extra kick this morning. So let me say hi to the people. Thank you so much for coming in. Let's see who's first. Oh, I saw Bonnie came in. She left me a note. Bonnie's Corner. So she's sleeping, she said. We got Mr. Kenneth Wilkinson. Hello, good morning. And he's saying good morning to Bonnie. But Bonnie's sleeping. Good for her. I should be sleeping. If cruising is fun anytime. Thank you so much. Yes. So cruising sounds great. I really could go for some of that food. It's awesome. We got Kelly Campbell, the other Kelly. Woohoo! Good morning. And everyone's saying hello. We got Miss Roberta S. Yes. Good morning, Kelly. Finally catching alive before life gets crazy. I can dig that. Yes. And thank you so much for coming. Everybody's saying hello. Oops. Come on, finger. There we go. Yeah. Yes. That's cool. Let's see. We got Captain Billy J. Hold on. Did I miss something? But anyway, everyone's saying hello. Yes. And all right. So here we are. We're here. It's Monday. We're trying to get this week started in a positive note. And I'm going to start off right away with a positive quote to get us moving. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole reasoning behind me doing these videos. Because I felt like I need a little kick myself just to get started. All right. So this is an interesting quote here. This is Pablo Picasso. And he said, everything that you can imagine is real. Ooh, that light from my window is really bad. Let me turn this a little bit this way. There you go. Yeah, that's a terrible glare. Move this over here. Yes. Okay, that's better. But anyway, once again, Pablo Picasso. Everything you can imagine is real. And my take on that is, people when people make an invention or come up with an invention and some of that, it's usually something that they say, "Hey, I see a problem, or I can see a way to make this thing better." And then you have an idea. So usually it's some kind of a dream or an idea that you can fix that that comes into an invention. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, you have two. Oh, that's the other channel. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I appreciate you coming in. I know it's so hard because we come on all at the same time. It's really crazy. But the bottom line is, anything that you want to do in your life, or any changes or any inventions that you want to make, it really starts off in your mind and your imagination. So Pablo Picasso was saying, if you use your imagination, whoops, as I'm knocking my table over. If you use your imagination, you can change, your life and come up with in anything that you can imagine is actually real, which I think is pretty interesting. And you can tell me if that's like crazy or whatever, or if it makes any sense. Okay. And then here's a Japanese proverb that I saw a few days back, and it said, "Fall 7 times, stand up 8." Oh, there's Miss Debbie. Good morning. Good to see you. Yeah. So once again, you fall 7 times and you stand up 8. And what that means is, you can fail and fail and fail. And I don't have the exact information But I read somewhere about Walt Disney, and I'm not a Disney fan. I used to be, but like as a person, he was kind of questionable, like most people. When you find out like what they're really like. But Walt Disney, my understanding is that he it took him years to really become successful. And I think like the first movie he did was like Snow White or something, and that was it cost a lot of money. You know, he couldn't get financing, and he failed, and he really didn't become successful until the 50s. And I think Snow White was 1937. So there was a period of time where he did a lot of falling. Yeah. And so the bottom line is you just have to keep going because around that next corner might be that successful thing, even though you've fallen a little bit. Yeah. So there's that. And I'll put all these, I'll put one of these in the description. We'll see. And then I think the best quote of all, I probably should have read this one first. This is Ken Perot, and he's a author and scientist and a few other things. You was yes. Oh, okay. Interesting, Roberta. I like this. Yeah, I agree with this one. Um, I was a Walt Disney fan, not a Disney World fan. Yes. Well, so just hold me to the Disney. I'll give you my little feedback on Disney. Um, but I was always under the impression that he was successful the whole time, but he really lost money until the 50s when he opened Disneyland, right? And that's sort of where the success came because he was sort of I would say a dreamer. He was like a dreamer. You know, he came up with idea. He was the idea guy, but he really didn't execute a lot of the stuff that was going on. It was other people. And so, you know, the bottom line is like a lot of people want overnight success, but it really doesn't come for most people. Yeah. So just want to, throw that out there, right? And then, but this is the best quote of all. This is Ken Perot, and he says, "Today is the opportunity to build the tomorrow you want." And this is the one I'm going to pin in the chat. So let me go over here. So once again, Ken Perot. And today is the opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. And like I said, Mondays can be tough. And Jamie, yes, hello, good morning. Thank you so much for coming in. So I'm gonna pin this one to the chat, and let me know what you think of this one. But this is the one that I was really thinking about. And like I said, life is very, you go through stages, and you have to go through. You have to do your thing, right? And you have to try different things. Use your imagination, build kind of things you want. Try things. Not everything works, but you have to sort of go back to the drawing, as they say, the drawing board, and then try again. But and then every day that you wake up, that the Most High gives you breath, is another day to start something good, right? And to make any changes in your life that you feel that you may need to do. All right, so I'm going to do this one here, and this is probably the best quote. But I was looking at so many of these, and I said, so I've been sort of looking at these for a long time, and I guess it's time for me to come up with my own. I don't know what you guys think, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put this one. Sorry, slow typing. Tomorrow you want. I like this one. Yes. And that is, put a hyphen there. That's Ken, Poirot. All right, there it is. So that's the one that I think I'm going to have kind of hanging out there. But like I said, the one that's really crucial is fall 7 times, stand up 8. Yeah, so let's see if that pinned. It did. All right, now we go back to the chat. So what do you think? Does that make any sense to anybody? Yes. Okay. I'm seeing some good comments. Let me go back up. All right, here we go. So, okay, Ken is saying hello. Very, very nice to everybody. Thank you. Yep. Come on, Slowpoke. Yeah, my fingers are really slow today. Okay, there we go. And then this is what Roberta said. This is good. Yes, I like it. Failure isn't a fail. It's a learning experience. That's very good. Now it's funny, I never heard that expression until recently. Because I have a family that's a little bit driven, and that's the first time I've ever heard that. I was, I was pretty. I'm going to say, oh my gosh, the first time I heard that was probably 3, 4 years ago. I mean, not long ago, I swear. And but that is a good point. Um, because like I said, I have some overachievers in the family, and they were very fortunate to. They were fortunate not to do too much failing. So I think, like for them, failing was failing. Yeah. And so that's sort of the thing that was ingrained in my brain from the people that I grew up with. But it's true. You do sort of take what you've done, maybe not incorrectly, but what didn't work, and then you sort of change it, and then you hopefully you find the thing, right? So that's it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a very interesting concept. Let me put that back on the screen here. So yeah, I mean that's a concept for me that's very very newish, in my life. But I think that is I think you have to give yourself grace. And so like I said, I had a family that did not give me grace. So, when you make mistakes and stuff. And so, but I think this is really important for anybody who's younger out there, who hasn't lived as long. And that's something that they really should realize. And I'm not saying you go out to purposely fail, but there's definitely some learning that goes with that. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. And then Roberta saying, "Oh, if I fail 8, can I stay down?" Well, see, that's the problem. If you stay down, you may as well pass away, right? Because you're done. Yep. Yep. Yes. It's like we don't get lost, we sightsee. Yeah, that does happen. Yeah, I gotcha. Gotcha. So that's the thing that's really, really interesting about life. But I thought that was a pretty good way to sort of keep the focus on the positive for the week. And so I'm trying to think. So I haven't been on YouTube as much this week, and it seemed pretty calm this week for me anyway, which is good. I didn't see anything too crazy, so I'm like, woohoo! I'm kind of enjoying the. I mean, I like to watch a lot of stuff, and my husband has been watching a lot of builders, people who build stuff, construction, and that's been his big thing. Is he's been watching like a lot of stuff like that. So I've been really enjoying the educational part of YouTube, which I think a lot of us may have lost sight on. And not that it has to be educational, but I think it's cool because you can always, if there's something you want to learn, you can, you know, tap a video on and then you find it and somebody will show you how, right? So there's that. All right. So anyway, we got Miss Tamika. Good morning. I bring it in chat. Good to see you. Yes. Okay, Roberta. There we go. We got to follow your lead here. She's saying learn something new every day. Yes. Yes. And learning something new daily. My saying at 76. LOL. I like that. 76. Ooh, that's a cool number. I don't know what that means. Like the bicentennial in the United States. Let's see. Yes, that's what Roberta's saying. And then It's Not Magic is saying, I found a lot of cool things by sightseeing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yes. So let's see. So everybody's saying hello. So that's sort of like in a nutshell, my little thing that I want to, that I was thinking about over the weekend. And I'm always trying to, uh, like I said, look forward, do the best that I can and be the best person that I can. And so, um, and that's always the theme that I always try to do. I say, what can I do that I didn't do last week? So last week was weird because we had a lot of crazy storms. And I think a lot of people, no, I know you're 76. Yeah, but I like that number. Yes. But I like that number. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yes. And I'm sure you've learned a lot in all those years. Oh, okay, I have to ask you. So tell me, Roberta, is there anything that you wished you had learned earlier in life that you didn't learn, that you may have learned later? And like for me, that thing about the failing is not failing, it's learning. For me, I learned that later in life, and I wish I had learned that a little bit earlier. But is there anything like that that you wish you had learned earlier that may have, pushed you forward in your life sooner? So yeah, let's see if she has a good answer to that one. If you don't mind typing that answer. But it's like I said, it's been an interesting week because I've been doing like a lot of reflecting, and I didn't go live last week to do the motivation, but I left a motivational video up there, and I had met up with some of the people that I had gone to kindergarten with, and it's really interesting. We lived in a really small town, so everybody sort of knew everybody and things like that. And some of the people, a lot of us have left, and some of us haven't left. So there were a few people that have been back there like the whole time, and it was very interesting to sort of see, even though like we're older, like nothing really changed, but nothing bad. I'm just saying, like nothing changed. They were still kind of the same, and we were. Oh, that song. So you had a bad day. I have not. I am not. So what does that mean? It's not magic. I'm trying to differentiate you guys. Okay. So Kenneth is 61, will be 62 in September. So is there anything that you have learned later in life that you wish you had learned sooner? And then if you want to share what that is. Yeah. Okay. So Roberta's saying, yes, to slow down. I was so driven when I was younger. Same here. Oh my. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And a lot of times I think people give you a lot of crap. I'll just use the word crap. They give you a lot of problems if you want to slow down. And they don't realize that slowing down sometimes is where you do your best work. I'm telling you. And I'm totally a testimony to that. Like I said, this isn't all about me, but that's really interesting. Yes. Let's see. What's Jamie is saying? Oh, yeah, this is interesting too. Yeah. I agree with you on this one too. That saving money is, yeah, very good. Yeah, saving money is the best. So important. Right. There we go. Yep, saving money is so important. Yes. Now that's a very interesting thing. But here's the thing with the saving money. Hold on, let me put this on the screen. Come on. Take that one. There we go. It's so important. There we go. That's the better quote. Yes, saving money is so important. So now, Jamie, tell me this. Have you had, like everybody has a rainy day, but I'll tell you, one of the things that I found that was very interesting about this thing here, saving money, is I remember when I went away to college, I had a certain amount of money that I had saved. And I'll tell you, that money came in handy. I had that money. I really pinched and scrimped and saved that money. It took me years to save it. And I had a little small sum in my bank account. And I'll tell you what, that came in handy at various little times in my life, later on. And I went, oh my gosh. So I think in some ways, like that was like a divine intervention, because I didn't have a lot of money saved. I had some money saved, but not like a ton. And I remember going, oh, I wonder if this is going to be enough. I don't know. Yeah, you kind of go, I don't know. But anyway, but if I hadn't had that money, I'll tell you, it came in and saved me. Yeah, it sure did. So that's a very good. I'm going to put that back on the screen for everybody. Yeah, that's so important, right? And then, okay, I got to look up that song. Okay, essentially it says what? Get up and do it again. Okay. So you had a bad day. Yeah, I never listened to the words of that one. So I'm going to see. I'm going to pull up the lyric. Hopefully the lyrics. I don't want to play it, but I'll pull it up and see. Yeah, that's okay. Interesting. Yeah, and that's definitely a thing that I think a lot of people. Well, I know when I was younger, nobody really said that in an overt way. You know, like they always said, just keep going, right? But that intellectually, I mean, I know what that means, but really getting up, yeah, you got to, if you're falling, you got to get up, and you got to keep going. Yeah. So that's important right there. So I'm gonna put that on there. Yes. Okay. So that's pretty good. That's so good. Yeah, that's a good one. Ah, there we go. Yes. Yep. Roberta, yes, you need to stop and smell the roses. That's what It's Not Magic is saying. Yeah. You see that? It's so important. And so that's the thing that you really see a lot when you go out. And so, but the other thing that I was thinking about, stop speaking of stopping and smelling the roses. So when I went to this reunion, it was in the middle of nowhere, and I had been in an area where I wasn't before, and I kind of did that. I sort of pulled over. I should have pulled over more. There were two stops I wanted to make, and I made the one that I really wanted to make, but I didn't spend a lot of time there. But I made a stop, so I have a video Spoiler alert, there's a video coming out on one of my little field trips. And so I got to see some stuff that I had always wanted to see. But then the other thing was like there was just a lot of really pretty nature. And they had a couple of those, and then this is where I really blew it. They had some of those I forget what they call it, but it's like a view, it's like a mountain view, and they usually carve out a little place where people can pull their cars in and take a look. And I didn't stop, but I looked at the view as quickly, I was luckily the road was quiet, so I was going kind of slowly, and I went down this hill and looked at this beautiful view, and I said, "Man, this is crazy. Like it's so gorgeous up here." But I understand why people like move out into the sticks and sort of enjoy the view. Like I'm not a mountain person, but I do kind of get it now. And so I stopped sort of at these two little overlook. Thank you. Yes, that's it. There was an overlook. Yes. And I said, "Oh, this is gorgeous." But I didn't stay because I had to go. But I just watched it as I was going. So I was sort of smelling the roses. Yes. So that's good. Because I think people move too fast and they always and see, and I think they worry about like the phone. Like this thing, I love the phone, but my goodness, you can be on here all day. And so you really have to get off of there. Like or get off even offline. And I would even say, as much as I love you guys coming and watching me on YouTube, I always say you have to balance everything. Everything in life is a balance. Oh, I love the okay, okay. Yes, it's not magic. I love this. I want a mountain cabin with an ocean view. Well, now you gotta tell me. I guess in Hawaii you can get that. I'm trying to think where else can you get a mountain view with an ocean, a mountain cabin with an ocean view. I don't know, but that would be so cool. And that's the thing that I said. I never. I really wanted to get like a vacation home back in the day, and when I was thinking about it, I was kind of broke. I didn't have a lot of money, and I couldn't do it. And I'm so sorry I didn't do it because we ran into this development. They were putting it in, and they were selling these it was neither view though. It wasn't a great view, but it was in a decent location, and like the ocean was probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes away, and then other stuff was about 10 or 15, 20 minutes away. And I had my whole family with me. So it was like my mom, her sister, some other my other siblings and stuff. And I said, "Let's go into this development and check it out," right? So we go to this development, and they had these little, they were just, it almost looked like a retirement home, but it was just these little square boxy, condominium. It was an outdoor, they took care of all the outside, you had the inside, but it came furnished. And, like I said, it was kind of near the beach, and a little bit out from like the tourist area. But it was like, so here's the kicker. It was like, um, it was $35,000, right? And I didn't have it. And at the time I had just literally had just started working maybe like a month before. So I didn't have a whole lot of money, saved up or whatever. And because I just finished school and stuff. And I was like, I'm broke. Can't do it. But I tried to talk my siblings and family members into doing it. It was like nothing, right? It was like a car loan. Like we could have paid that thing off like 100 times over. Well, anyway, I could not get them to do it. And I have no idea what that development is worth now, but I know it's worth like way more than what is going on. But and I think the monthly fee on it was like $5 or something. I mean, it was so reasonable. And I said, "Why didn't we buy this thing?" And then a few years later, like one of my siblings said, "Oh yeah, we should have bought that." I went, "I tried to get you guys to like we all go in and do it, but anyway, nobody wanted to do it." That's one of those regrets because I knew it was a good deal, but we blew it. But anyway, the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. Good to see you. Yes, welcome in. So yeah, that's the sad story. Yes, yes. Oh, an elevator. Oh, to the beach. Nice. Now where are you going to get this from? Where's this place? Yes, but that sounds great. An elevator. Wow, you are fancy, fancy, fancy. Okay, and Kelly's saying mountain home with a beach. Oh, Cali, Hawaii. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Now, Puerto Rico. Ooh, I never thought of Puerto Rico. Now, Bermuda is pricey. That's the only thing. I think Bermuda, you have to bring your wallet in your bank account for that place. It's pretty though. Ireland, I'm not so sure, but that's cool. Ireland's supposed to be pretty green and lush. Yeah, that sounds great. Mountain home with the beach. I'm digging it. Good morning, the Samoan Watchman. What the heck are you doing up? It's so early. Yes, and it's not magic saying, "Oh, Ireland." Yes, that's a good one, right? Yes. So yeah, it's very interesting. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, I got a little shine right here. My light is very there we go. That looks better. Yeah, my light is really bright. Let me see if I can turn this down. Said sometimes in the morning, like we're in the midst of storms. So everything's been real let me see, I'll turn that down a little bit. Yeah, everything it's been a real weird weather. And like right now, we have this sort of overcast thing happening and so many yeah it's just been a weird so anyway my point is last week I was not on YouTube a whole lot because of the weather and in fact we lost power like part of Wednesday, which was terrible. And this is when you realize like how important like you can't do anything with electric. I feel like we're so tied to power and stuff, and like we have to get back to like that whole colonial living with the candles, which we do have. We have candles and stuff like that, but it was like brutal when the power went out, and so you're sort of like we were like in the dark. Of course, it went out at like 8 o'clock at night. So then you're in the dark and you're just like, well, I guess I'm going to sleep. But anyway, yeah, it's crazy. Oh, so Puerto Rico has hurricanes. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Okay. And what you're waiting on now? Okay, hold on. I missed something. Oh, the elevator. Okay, you're waiting on the elevator. Yeah, that's great. I would love to yeah, that mountain home with the ocean view sounds great. I'll be coming over. Yes, you may not be able to get rid of me anyway. And if you got fiber floozy crafts, hello Jill. Good morning, Kelly. Good to see you. So thank you so much for coming in. But I pinned today's motivational thing to the top. And like I said, today every opportunity is a new, every day is a new opportunity to do something. And that's the beauty of life. Yep. She's saying hi to everybody. Oh, no problem. Waiting. Oh, waiting on the hurricane. Oh no. Oh, I thought you meant waiting on the elevator. Oh, you're waiting on the hurricane. Oh, well, be careful. Let me put that up. Okay. Come on. My thing is really slow. Come on. There we go. Waiting on the hurricane. And then Fiber Floozy Crafts is saying happy Monday, friends. Yes. Welcome in. I would okay. Okay. They'll see. I want to do this. I think we should. All right. So I'm writing this down. I have my little there's my little tablet here. I want to write this down because I think I really do want to do some kind of I think a retreat would be good. You know, like I think COVID scared a lot of people out. Oh no, not yeah, isn't that terrible? But I like this is good. I'm digging this. See, get the pen. I'm writing this down. I got to figure this out. Yeah, and like see the whole problem is not problem. The only thing that I see is like picking an area that people can get to. Yeah. Like I'm on the East Coast, so it's not too bad. We'll be okay. We're ready. Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, and see people who are in those areas are used to it because they realize that look well they know what to do. Yeah, they've been through it. Yep. Yes. Oh, okay. You need to see where it is. Oh, your daughter's in New Orleans. Yeah, New Orleans is below sea level. Isn't that crazy? Yes. See, I'm surprised that New Orleans hasn't had more problems than they have. Like it's been like Katrina was horrible. Don't get me wrong, but like, um, I'm surprised that they never had anything worse than that before. Oh, the Outer Banks. Yeah, I bet it is. Okay, Outer Banks. Oh, yeah, a lot of people love the Outer Banks. I've only been there one time, and I forget where I went, but that's a nice area. Yes, and you're praying it doesn't hit Florida. Yeah, you guys see, Florida's another one. They get a lot of hurricanes as well, which is very tragic. Yeah. But I love that. I love all that warm weather. Like I said, I grew up in Pennsylvania, so Pennsylvania, especially back in the day, was really terrible in terms of weather. Yes. Okay. Oh, you just get the wind. Okay, hold on. Let me put that here. We only get wind and rain, floozy, floozy. It just sounds funny. Okay. And okay, and you brought her, or you brought your daughter. Let me see. Hold on. Ay, ay, ay. Here we go. Hold on. So you brought her a gravity-fed water filter. Oh, that's nice. That is good. Yeah, see, everything that's on the electric is terrible. Like if you lose power, it's brutal. And we, like our electric company, because we're a little bit out. We're not really far out, but we're a little bit out, and we lose power all the time. And the power station is like almost walking distance. I could almost walk there. It's a couple of miles, down the way, but it gets hit all the time, and I hear it. I just hear boom, and I'm like, well, there goes the power. But I just need to, speaking of the preppers, there's a lot of preppers on YouTube. Is my husband and I have been talking about getting a generator forever. We have a little small one, the little one that you can plug in. And that's good for a short-term situation, but we need that fancy the whole house one, which would be nice. But it's very pricey. And every time we say we're going to go buy it, then we need another one. Then we need something else. I guess that's kind of the way it goes. Yeah, but I like that gravity fill. I may have to look into that too. I'm writing this down. Yeah, gravity fed filter. I'm going to do it. I'm writing it down. These are good ideas. Yes, filter. Okay. Yes. Yes. And that's the same. We have the same problem, Jill. Yeah. Yes. If we lose power, we have no water. We have a pump. Yeah. Same here. And it's funny. I said to my husband, I said, we're going to dig a well, one of those hand crank ones. We're going to do that. And we actually bought one. So we have it all ready to go. So now we have to dig it. So that's going to be terrible. But we're going to do it. Oh, a solar generator. Ooh, okay. Well, writing this down. Solar generator. Yeah, I have to look into that and see. Yeah, I didn't realize they had those, because a lot of people around here use those little tiny ones. And I guess they turn on the fridge or the freezer. And I hear them going, so when we lose power, I always know because I hear the boom from the substation, and then I hear these little generators. But they put out so many weird, like the smell that they put out, the odor is really bad, and they're smoky, can be a little smoky. But let's see, Roberta's saying, and good to see you, Roberta. I haven't seen you in so long. But anyway, so Roberta's saying, I live in the suburbs, lose power in storms. My daughter lives a mile away in the city and never loses power. That is right. Isn't that interesting? Yep. Yes. And you have a rain barrel. Okay. Yep. I have that. And solar. Yes. This is the part. Yeah. Because you have to keep up with those batteries. That is true. That is true. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jeannie. Hey, Jeannie. Jeannie, aka Proverbs 31 yard. Good to see you. Yeah. We the same. You lose power a lot. You hate it. Yeah. It's a pain, isn't it? Yeah. So last week was brutal, and it was off for a while. So I dipped off on Wednesday, and so many people were like texting me and calling me, and they're like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, I can't even. I had to keep my phone, powered up. Now my husband and I have those little power banks, and we use that. In my car, I can always charge a little bit too in there. But yeah, it's so you have a well. Yep, the well. You got to keep that well. I see that electric well pump. I think is the worst idea ever. Whoever came up with that, boo, because it's. If you lose power, you have no water. That's terrible. Yeah. We have the same problem. Yep. Everybody's saying hey to Jeannie. So the plan is we need a retreat. I will, I'm gonna look into that. Crochet retreat, even if it's for, a couple of hours. But the Outer Banks sounds beautiful. Somebody was telling me that they were looking into no, that's not the Outer Banks. But somebody was talking about moving like to North Carolina. And I said, oh, wow, that is so pretty. And they were talking about going like to Asheville, which I know is way out a little bit. But I said, yeah, North Carolina is really pretty. And we drive through there, all the time. We're usually running to Florida or somewhere like that. And I just go, I like this. And so I just try really hard to, like I think about going down there. So I need to get to the beach before it gets good. I mean, before it gets cold again or cool again. Yeah. So it's not magic saying we can eat, crochet, and gossip. I love it. Yeah, crochet retreats are great. And Jamie, we gotta get Jamie a crocheting. She comes in. Yeah, we gotta get you crocheting too. And then Fiber Floozy's saying we have a well also and a spring. Nice. We would have to dip the water out. Yeah, well, that's good. At least you have another option. Because I think my husband and I, that's where we sort of blew it. Because a lot of people around here, either have a creek running through their property or they have a spring. Like we have an underground spring somewhere because we have well water also. But I really wish we had gotten that creek. That's that is a good thing. Another another water source. Yeah. Yep. 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 And let's see. Oh yeah, Debbie saying yes. Keep an eye on the hurricane. You're below New Orleans. Oh, I didn't know you were in. Oh, okay, you're in Louisiana. Well, be careful. We'll be thinking about you. And then it's not magic saying go to the beach during off tourist times. Yeah, I got you. Oh no, Jamie, no, no interest in crocheting. And she said, if my sister crochets, I leave it to her. LOL. I understand that. I got you. Yes. And Fiber Floozy Crafts is saying, be careful, Debbie, and good morning. Yes. Yeah. Well, I just think like it's weird. I didn't think I would get into crochet and knitting as much as I did, but I sort of I picked it up and I've been pretty heavily doing it for about 10 years, like heavily, like not every day, but almost every day. And so it's been interesting, but and I haven't gotten bored yet, which I thought by now I might be bored, but I sort of like rotate my projects and things like that. But it's cool when you have what's it called? When you make something, and that's the whole thing, I guess, for me. Yeah, but you leave it to your sister. That's cool. And then, oh, okay. And then Roberta says, I have a keep a couple of neck lights powered up. That way I can still crochet when the power goes out. Yes. I have one of those also. Just one. Yeah, those are great. And my husband bought the little I call it the miner's light where you put it on your head, the headband light. But I think that's weird. Okay. Oh, here we go. Yes, yes. It's not magic. It's saying, Jamie, you can come as long as you can cook and gossip. And she does cook. Yes, girl. Yeah, we got you. See, we have evil plans. Like Jamie is gonna cook and we'll be okay. And yeah, well, at least Jamie cooks well. She eats well over there on her channel. See, I tried and all I made was a bookmark. LOL. No, that's good. Hey, little steps. I mean, like I said, there's a process, right? And and the thing that you find is that like I said, I started out too. I don't know if I ever made a bookmark. But yeah, bookmark is nothing to scoff at. That's right. That's what It's Not Magic is saying, Jamie. A bookmark is nothing to scoff at. I mean, you made something. Yeah, that's good. So the bottom line is you can always, try something out. And you know, and she loves to cook. Oh, perfect. Okay, I'll prepare the menu. Good. Yeah, she eats some good stuff over there. And cooking is yes, 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 yes. Fiber Floozy say yes, cooking is a craft. Very nice. Okay, so we got Jamie a cooking. All right now. All right, so I'll have to arrange this. This is good. Yeah, I know. Like I said, we see the tragic thing about YouTube is we hang out, but we don't get a chance to hang out. So I think this will be really good if you get a chance to. Oh, absolutely. Oh, good. Yay. All right. I love it. But yeah, that's what that's kind of what we're doing today. But I think we'll have to try this retreat. I don't know how we're gonna do it or where, but I'm gonna let this thing marinate. Let's see. Oh no, you were. So Jamie is gonna cook. I got you. Now let's see. It's not magic. Last time we were in the Outer Banks, we were hit with a Category 1. Wow, that's really interesting. Mm. Yeah, I never. Yeah, I haven't. I've never been through one. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Okay, here's something good. Have you ever tried egg white chips, Kelly? No, but you know what's funny? When my husband likes those over easy or over medium, and I do eat those little crunchy things at the end. Like I like the little crunchy things at the end of the pan. It's not really. I mean, it is egg white. There's not a whole lot there, but I do kind of go. So I think I have eaten them, but unofficially. Yeah, they're good. Now you got to tell us. Do you know how to make those? Because I don't know how to make them that thin. I guess you really have to spread them thin, to get them. But that sounds good, and I do eat them. Yeah, there's very little that I don't eat, sadly. Yeah, they're good. I mean, so I've never seen them officially. I've never heard of them, but I know I do go back. when you're cleaning the pan out and eat those little crunchy things. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, isn't that funny? Yeah, have you ever noticed like the human body, the stuff that the human body can do? Yeah. Oh, you're gonna try. Yeah, it's good. And the thing is, they're so crunchy. Like there's a nice sensation when you're chewing. But her son-in-law, okay, it's not magic. Her son-in-law was drinking. Oh yeah, and the water was moving. Yeah, I know. But anyway, it's amazing, like men, how big their bladders can be. But that is funny. Yeah, I think the same thing. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, egg white chips. Yeah, I think that's good. And it's funny because it's probably better for you than eating potato chips, right? Everything, all those carbs. Yeah. Because like I said, you know how potato chips are so good, but they're so bad for you. They're not good for you. Yeah, so I'm just like you got to find something that's probably a better, healthier alternative. And eggs are not too expensive right now, which I think is amazing. So let me see. I want to find this song. I meant to let's see. I'm gonna look at the words, but I meant to do this earlier and put lyrics. Okay, there we go. All right. Yes, but they do sound good. You know what I mean? They really do. Oh, you found the recipe. There we go. Yes, I did see this. It's not magic. Yes. I saw this. Was that on Instagram or something? I saw this on Instagram. Somebody was making it live, like they showed you how they did it. And I said, and the guy and the husband, that's right. It was like this woman was making this apple pie with using zucchini. And she said, can you tell that it was made with zucchini? And he said, nope. And I remember saying, but that sounds good. Let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this is interesting. All right. Yeah, hopefully this won't play. Please don't play. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I never really heard all the lyrics to this song. Interesting. All right. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, some of these lyrics are great. Do you ever listen to the lyrics of songs? But let's see. So Jill's saying to do the egg whites. So you beat the egg whites with water. Sprinkle with seasoning and bake. Oh, you bake. Ah. See, I thought they might be fried. Ooh, it's bake. Okay. Nice. And then it's not magic. That will come in handy when the zucchini. Right. And that's what she was saying. That's exactly what she said. She said, like zucchini. I know what my grandparents used to grow zucchini, and we had way too many. And nobody even liked zucchini in my family. Like we ate it, but like, I don't think people were loving the zucchini. So at the end of the season, it was bad. Like we were like, oh Lord, another more zucchini. We're like, yay. Okay, so you do them in a muffin tin by the spoonful. That's a good idea. Yes. Oh, zucchini flour. So I guess do you have to dry that out? I guess. Yeah, seasoning. I think they did cinnamon, nutmeg, like the usual stuff. You put a little lemon on there. Yeah, or maybe she did a cinnamon sugar kind of a blend. But yeah, that's what they did. So yeah, she put that on, and it looked just like an apple pie. And she cut it sort of in that apple size. Those little C's. I call them little C's. But yeah, but zucchini flour. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, see, I don't have any zucchini this year. It's the only thing we didn't plant. Yeah, and you have freeze dried zucchini. See, I bet that's probably okay. I can dig that. But we used to eat that with spaghetti, off on the side or whatever. Sort of the Italian, the zucchini and the spaghetti, just to give you a little bit of veggies. But that's good. That is awesome. I love it. So you guys have good ideas. This is always good for me. Like I wrote down all this stuff. Yes, I did. But so anyway, so let me know what you think of those. If you think of this motivation, if it helps you or not, let me know in the comments. And anybody who might be listening on the replay, check it out. Yes. Okay, here we go. So it's not magic. It's saying fiber floozy, you can grind it fine. And it's supposed to be one equivalent to flour. Okay. So now, do you? I guess do you dehydrate it and then, um, I guess dry it out and then I guess grate it up. And then, but that sounds like a good option. Yeah. See, I don't have any gluten free people, but that's a good idea. You're motivated. I love it. Good. Okay. And then you're saying, I love bread, but I'm gluten intolerant. I know. Isn't that tragic? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, okay, here's a question. Did the doctor tell you, where does this gluten intolerance come from? Because I swear, you never used to hear people being gluten intolerant, and then suddenly everybody is, right? And my mom is too. She's allergic to wheat. She found that out very late in life. She's probably in her 40s, and they were like, "Yeah, you're allergic to wheat," and she's like, "I eat flour, I eat bread, I'm eating, baked goods, not feeling well." Yeah, she found out late too, so that's interesting. So dehydrate. Oops, let me read that. So you dehydrate and then grind. Okay. Okay. Oh, and you have a dehydrator and a freeze dryer. Nice. Now I think you can do that in a convection oven too. I've heard it will dehydrate a little bit too. Yeah. So just trying to figure out different ways you can do this, but that's good. You put it. You can also do it in the oven too, like a real low temperature. Yep. Just slice it. I guess. Yeah. This is good. That's good to know. Yeah, we had a. I think my husband got a dehydrate. We were thinking we are gonna do jerky, and I don't think we ever did. Nope. Oh, okay. So it's the protein. So gluten is the protein proteins. Glutens are the protein that are released when you need the wheat dough. Ah. So now, in other words, if they do gluten free, does that mean it's not needed, or can you not? Oh, GMO. Oh, I should have known. Yes, GMO. Yeah, I have heard that. Yeah, because they were saying that like wheat, they found wheat in Egypt, in ancient Egypt, and they said the wheat that they eat over there is not the same wheat that we have over here in the U.S. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, and then there's an intolerance which makes you feel like crap, fiber floozy, and celiac, which shows up on blood tests. Wow, that's crazy. So all this stuff is, oh my goodness. Yes, interesting. Very see food. It always comes back to food. Always comes back to food. Yes, it really does. Yeah, so that is interesting. But my mom went through it too, and she's never been diagnosed with celiac or anything like that. But they did say she was allergic to like corn and wheat, which is like everything. A lot of people eat it's in everything, right? It's crazy. Oh, your joints swell. Oh, okay, here we go. So it's not magic. I can tolerate some, but if I eat too much, my joints swell. Wow. So yeah, it's like autoimmune. It's like it seems like it's all this stuff is so related. It's like food. So I guess it comes back. This comes back to the same thing. You have to try to find the best food that you can. Food is the answer. Yes. Ay ay ay. It's always food, isn't it? So I guess that's a lesson to us all: is try to eat the best that you can. It's not easy. You know what I mean? Try to eat the freshest that you can, and you know do the best that you can and stay away from that processed stuff, because that processed stuff I think will kill you, in my opinion. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Hence trying to grow something that doesn't take fields to grow. Oh wow. Yeah. Yep. That's what It's Not Magic is saying. So it's crazy. So anyway, before I go, we have about 10 minutes. But anything you guys want to share that you're working on this week? You don't have to spill all your beans, but so I'm trying to do some editing myself. I've got a lot of film in my camera, and last week I sort of got behind because of all those storms, and so I got a lot of editing to do. Not a lot, but I got a few things I'm editing, and just trying to get that straight. Yep. Yeah. Yes. And that's what It's Not Magic is saying. Yep. Yes, floozy too. Food is the answer. That's right. Yes. That is the answer. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so It's Not Magic saying it may be good if the grid goes down. We all have to make it. Yeah, it's very interesting. So I wonder how many people, especially like the younger people, since they're so used to all these, conveniences and stuff, how they'd make out. Because I know for a long time, like my husband and I talk about like back in the day, and I never really, I used to watch television, but I didn't watch TV a lot. And so the thing that I realized, like, see, I'm good. If the TV's not on, I'm good. I'm always making something and doing that kind of thing. But like I know my kids would always be like, "Oh, I'm bored." And I was like, "Well, you got all these, we had games and toys." I said, "You have all this stuff in the house. Like you have things you can do, you know." But oh, okay, there we go. And Jill's saying, "Ira Floozy, I would love to feel well enough to grow a garden." Yeah, that's a lot of work. I've been watching people, you know how you see you're walking down the street or you drive by and you see the butt in the air. I've been seeing a lot of that, and I said, I don't know how they maintain that position for hours because it looks painful. So I understand that, fiber floozy. Yes. And then we got, oh, good morning, Carol's Crazy Crochet More. Good to see you. Good morning, sweet Kelly, and all my friends. Yay! Good to see you. Happy Monday. Yes, everyone's saying hey to Carol. Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, okay. I love it. So it's not magic saying, well, I'd miss my YouTube friends, but I'd be okay. Yeah. And that's the whole thing. I always say to people, YouTube is great, and you can network with people and stuff like that. But also get off of YouTube and meet some people out in the community. And I've been really, really pushing people to find a fiber arts group or start your own. Yeah. And in fact, I'm going to meet my group a little bit later, around 5 o'clock ish today. And oh, Carol's saying, hey, it's not magic. Very nice. Put that on the screen here. Come on. There we go. Yes. So that's kind of what I'm working on. Let's see. And and be able to can food. Yeah, I've never canned. So I may be consulting you if you don't mind. My husband's like, Kelly, we should can. And I'm like, yeah. And I mean, I know the theory behind it, but I've never actually done it. So yeah. And right now we've grown a few things. We've grown some tomatoes and just a few tomatoes and some peppers. Those have done really well, but we don't have enough to can at this point. But that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a very good idea. All these preppers, you have stuff in your pantry ready to go just in case things happen, right? Oh, I will. No, I want to. I just need to do some research and figure out how to do it. I need some instruction, is what I'm saying. Oh, so I know what's in it. Yes, that's right. Fiber floozy. Good point. Let me see. Yum Carol. Let's see. Carol made 15 jars of raspberry fig preserves Saturday. What? Ooh. Do you have figs in your yard? Wow. I heard figs are. You got to be careful with the figs. I saw this thing on Instagram. Apparently, these wasps go in there and lay their eggs in figs. Be careful. And that for some reason they like figs, fig trees and figs. Yeah, that's crazy. So you're a partial prepper. That's great. LOL. That's what Carol's saying. Good for you. That sounds good. I love preserves. Yes, that's my favorite. I like all the preserves, and I usually buy them, which is terrible because they're not as good as the ones you make yourself. Yeah. Mm. Yes. So yeah, and we sort of started, trying to do that as well because it's been a very, like it's been weird since the pandemic, right? In terms of food, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but like last week there was a big increase in the food prices. At least 20 to 30% last week on almost everything, and I was like, "What the heck?" And I don't even know why that is. Yeah. Let's see. It's not magic. It's saying, Carol, there's no such thing as partial. You can do it. You're one of us. Yay! That's nice. Yeah. And then Fiber Floozy saying, that's the way to go, not raised beds. Wow. That sounds good. Let's see, did I miss? Yeah, to be able to can. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I missed this one. Yes. My son-in-law made a raised like 3 foot above the ground so we could garden. Oh, that's good. Then you don't have to bend over. Yeah, see, that's good idea. Very good idea. Yes. Awesome. And then, oh, I love this. Carol saying, I've got enough supplies in my house for my family of 6 to survive for about 2 months. Good for you. That is awesome. Yeah. And definitely along with that, I don't know. See, the other thing I was thinking, and we were talking earlier before you came in, Carol, about saving money. Like, I wonder if you should have a stash somewhere. You know what I mean? Yes. Okay. Yeah. And then it's not magic is saying, son-in-law knew if I got down, I'd never get back up. So he likes his fresh veggies. Yes. That's great. And Samoan Watchman's back. So how are you doing? Now, you said your garden. Samoan Watchman's dog ate his garden, so that's very tragic. But have you tried any herbs, Samoan Watchman? And gotten any olives off that tree? He's got an olive tree in his backyard. Yes, this is terrible, isn't it, Fiber Floozy? Yeah, prices are political and economic based on what's going on in the world. Not into politics myself. Yeah, it's a hard one. Do you know what's tragic? And this is my opinion, but you know how everyone goes, don't talk about politics. But politics is what's kind of running our lives. You know what I mean? And policy, the policy of the politicians. And it's a shame that people are afraid to talk about it because it's so important, right? And I just think it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I understand that. I understand because I think we've all been taught don't talk about politics, but we should talk about policy at least that could help people out. But I don't know. Yeah, it's weird, and now everyone's afraid to talk about it. Yes. And then it's not magic saying I'm still resupplying from the pandemic, but we sailed through that year without a glitch. Oh, that's good. You sailed through the year without a glitch. Yeah. And let's see. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking, Carol. Yeah, you have to have a little stash just in case the banks, you know. Yep. So I won't say this one out loud, but yeah, you can read that. So she's got her little stash going. Yes, silver coins. I love silver coins. Okay. Oh, okay. So Samoan's garden is growing back. Olives are young. Okay. I don't know how long those take to mature, but that would be great if you can get some olive oil out of that. That would be yes. Well, yeah, that is true. Fiber floozy policies, whatever lines are. It's so tragic. Um, because I was talking, and this is something I'm just not is well, I can't even really talk about it, but because I'm not as educated in this, but they were just talking about like some of the policies, and they say, well, why is this happening? Somebody said, well, why did we send all of our manufacturing overseas? And I said, well, that was policy. They got kickbacks and tax breaks for getting rid of the manufacturing in the United States. But then when the pandemic hit, we had nothing, right? And I said that was a policy issue that happened, in the 80s. And it's really interesting that now people want manufacturing back in the States. And I'm like, we threw it away. That's just one example. Yeah. But yeah, the olive, I know that's really cool. Yes. Okay. Oh, there we go. So we got some trading going on. So it's not magic saying to Samoan, trade you olives for some avocado. And Fiber Floozy saying, how cool an olive tree. Yeah. And it's not magic is saying, ooh, Watchman, olives. Yes. Yep. Yeah, that I would love that. Like I know my dad lived in California for a while and he had a big peach tree. Actually, it was his next door neighbors and it was growing over the fence. And we would get peaches. And they were like softball sized peaches. Never saw a peach like that. I don't even know if those are still around, but I'll tell you what, I would kill for a peach right now. One of those peaches, they were good. And I used to eat them. Yeah. And you're going to start collecting them. Oh, okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, that'll be good. I want to see how that turns out. That's some good content for you. Yes. Yes. And if the shift happens, yep, barter is the game. That is awesome. Yeah, like I said, Samoan Watchman, I will pay you like $500 for some olives. And avocado sounds great. I would do that. Anyone have lemons? Nope. California, I saw some lemon trees out there in like Los Angeles. You can get some exotic farmers. Yes, I think that would be great. Because lemons are you can use those for like so many things. Yep. Yeah, bartering. So I think We have all solved the world's problems. So we got some smart people in here. Yes. Yes, when the shift comes. That's right. Yes. When the shift comes. That's right. Yeah, I said we can all do it. Like I said, I have hot peppers, so if you want to burn, I can take care of you. Yeah, that's so like not helpful at all. But we have some stuff growing. Like so, my husband planted corn the other day. It's gonna be late. It's gonna be some late corn, some sweet corn. So we'll see if it works. I don't know. Yeah, it's coming up pretty good though. So I'm gonna see if it this is an experiment. So we'll see how that goes. But that's it. All right. So let me find. Let's see. Oh, we made the hour mark. Yay! Oh, okay. We could get I like it. And farmers markets are great. Yeah, that's like my favorite. One of my favorite things in all the world. Yeah. Let's see. And yeah, we'll gather on my island. Oh, and make a greenhouse for those tropicals. Yeah. Okay, that's what we'd have to do that for sure. Yes. Great morning. Wake up, Kelly. Oh, you're welcome. That's what Fiber Floozy's saying. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna I'll read the three quotes one more time. We'll close out. So Pablo Picasso said, everything you can imagine is real. So I want you to think big, see what we can come up with for this week. And then this is a Japanese proverb. It says, fall 7 times, stand up 8. So that means, if things aren't going well, that 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 times, you stand up that 8 time, keep going. Got to keep going, right? And then the one that I have pinned above is today's the opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. And that's the evil plan of the I Bring It Every Day, is to, kind of get people thinking bigger. And what's Simone saying here? Oh no. Oh, can I just tell you, I found it. Oh my gosh, I found this thing. It's terrible. My husband, like every time we go in the Dollar Tree, like we get in trouble. But anyway, let me read Samoan's thing here. I'll trade you bags of olives for bags of Cheetos. Wow. So anyway, it's not magic saying stay safe and sane. Love y'all. Yep. And then Carol saying, my best friend has a garden and the fig tree. She made mint jelly and jalapeno jelly. That's good. 15 jars of pickles. Canned 15. Wow. That's impressive. And then Watchman, he's bad. But anyway, I'll tell you a naughty thing that I saw at the Dollar Tree real quick before we go. So my husband likes, oh my gosh, Twinkies, right? They have chocolate Twinkies right now. And they only had a couple. And my husband's like, "Ooh, we should try them." And I'm like, "Oh no." So of course, guess what? I like them, of course. And I want more. And so that's like, they're probably like the worst for you. I don't even know what's in those things. But chocolate Twinkies, check them out. Okay. Oh, there's Susan. Susan Vincent, good morning. Shelf stable food stash began with the pandemic and continues today. You never know. A friend has a lemon tree that produces fist-sized lemons. Yes. Cash stash exists as well. Hugs, Kelly. Oh, thank you. Yes, that's all right. So California is the place for the olives and the peaches and the lemons. Okay. And good morning, MDL. Good to see you. Good morning, hun, and good morning, all. Thank you so much. So this is where we are today. So I have the quotes pinned to the top. Everyone's saying good morning, and like I said, let's get our days started on a positive note. Let's create something big, have fun, enjoy the process, and remember, if you start the week out, you're going to be great. Oh yeah, this is, here we go, Simone. Hold on. Yes, those were surprisingly good. I went, oh no, this could start an addiction. Yeah. So that Dollar Tree, I get in trouble in there. I gotta stay out of there. But my husband's like, look at chocolate Twinkies. I'm like, oh gosh, why? It's not good. For me anyway. Yes. Everyone's saying hello. And yep. And Michael's saying hello to everybody. Yes. Good to see you. So, like I said, thank you all so much for coming in. Next week, hopefully we'll be here, God willing, and the river rises. That's what my father-in-law always says. I don't even know what that means, but yeah, it's kind of cool. He says, God willing, and the river is high. I'll be back. And let's see. Yes, this is good. So listen, have a good afternoon. And there's so many people coming on. The crochet. Oh, there's one more coming. Let me see. Crochet community is very busy. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, you did. Oh, this is very exciting. Sorry, we got to stop the show for this one. Okay. Oh, let me hang on. I got to sneeze. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Had a little sneeze. All right. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Oh boy. But they last forever. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So that's cool. And then everyone's saying hi. And then Debbie, there we go. This is the main thing. This brings me joy. You taught my 11-year-old granddaughter to crochet last night. Yay! So that's it. You got to do it. Got to do it. And I'm meeting up with one of my. I have 2 crochet groups. Meet up with my one today. It's a small group. It's only like 3 or 4 of us. It sort of depends, but we're meeting up today, and I don't know what we're gonna do, but we usually hang out in the library. We go to the library and we hang out. And no, I always just encourage people, keep those groups going, and try to get off of YouTube and meet some live bodies because it's fun. It's really a lot of fun if you can, hook up with people who are doing the thing. Yes. So, but like I said, have a good week and stuff like that. Let me say before we go, let's do this. I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to say shout out to Drizzle Stank, my DJ. He left me on YouTube. He makes me sad, but I love his work, and this is his jam. So thank you so much. All right, here we go. We'll do a little, we got to work ourselves up to move on to the next thing. So here we go. Yes. Yes. And we'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.